Hello and welcome to one more English lesson, right? E, lógico, sejam bem-vindos a mais uma aula de inglês focado em ciências, ok? E, claro, como sempre, né, vamos aproveitar, né, para aprender muito inglês e, lógico, agregado aí ao inglês, a gente aprende também ciências. Então, vamos lá. Continuando aí as nossas aulas, né, como a gente sempre faz toda semana, nós vamos hoje trabalhar num tópico chamado Food Chains. Você sabe o que é Food Chain? Não? Vou mostrar para você. Dá uma olhadinha aqui. Então, food chain, como a gente consegue ver no título, né? No título desse nosso estudo de hoje, né? Desse nosso tópico de hoje. Deixa eu até selecionar aqui para vocês. Food chains é aquilo que a gente conhece como cadeia alimentar, tá bom? E lógico, né? Como aula de inglês, eu vou puxar né, a leitura hoje, como sempre, cada vez mais, né? Puxando mais e mais em inglês. Eu vou fazer algumas explicações básicas, né? Em português de algumas palavrinhas, mas a meta é a gente pegar firme, tá bom? Então, só seguir o teacher and let's go. Of course, yeah, everybody welcome. So, check it out. All living things need food for energy and growth. Plants get their food from sunlight, air, and water, but animals have to eat other living things like plants and animals. So, do you understand that? I'm gonna give you the key words. Eu vou dar para vocês as palavras-chave aqui e o restante fica com vocês para, né, compreender, interpretar e, lógico, né, mandar a tradução para o professor, tá bom? Vamos lá. Então, a gente começa com as red words. O que são as red words, teacher? São as palavras em vermelho, like food and each other living things. Então, food, todo mundo sabe, comida. Eat other living things é você se alimentar, né? Você comer outros seres vivos. Living, da ideia de vida, né? Outros other things, outras coisas vivas, outros seres vivos, no caso aqui, porque tem vida, então. Apesar de things ser coisas, a gente tem que traduzir como seres, tudo bem? Então, example, like plants, como plantas and animals. Easy? Very good. So, let's understand, let's study a little bit this food chain. Vamos estudar um pouquinho essa nossa cadeia alimentar, né? Então, let's go. Going down a little bit here, okay? We have this sentence here. Food chains, living things feeding on others. Wow, we have a good word here too. Feeding, ok? O feeding, toda vez que você usa, vem do verbo feed, que é de se alimentar, né? For example, I'm feeding my baby. Eu estou alimentando, eu estou, né, nutrindo, eu estou dando alimento para o meu bebê. Então, living things feeding on others significa seres vivos se alimentando de outros. E isso, lógico, isso dá o sentido à cadeia alimentar, né? Então, let's go. Check it out here. Pictures of food chains have arrows. Arrows. Remember what is arrows? Okay. This is arrows. Okay. And showing what's being eaten by what or what is food for which animal. Wow. That's a very complicated sentence, right? So I'm going to read again. Eu vou ler novamente para vocês pegarem. Pictures of food chains have arrows showing what is being eaten by what or what is food for which animal. This one I'm going to explain. Esse aqui eu vou explicar. Então, né, essas imagens daí, né, são dessa cadeia alimentar, né, e essa cadeia alimentar, essa linha que nós vamos seguir aqui, ela tem arrows. Teacher, o que é arrows? Essas flechinhas, né, indicando para frente, mostrando o que está sendo, né, comido no sentido do que está sendo servido como alimento, né, e sendo alimentado pelo que tipo de animal, e o que é a comida para cada, né, for which animal, para cada animal. Então, vamos lá. Então, a gente vai ver o que se alimenta do que e o que serve de alimento para o que. No problem? Então, let's analyze here these pictures here, okay? So, I'm gonna go up a little, yeah? So, só para minha cabeça não atrapalhar aqui vocês, right? Very good. So, let's begin. We have the first one, right? This green one here. Can you see that? The name of that is lettuce. Yeah, lettuce. And of course, we understand because of the picture, right? So we have the arrow, yeah, indicating to the, let me see, to this, yeah, to the right side. Maybe I don't know what side is that, but indicating to the next one, which is slug. The name, slug, okay? And after slug, we have the rush, okay? Like thrush. This is a little bit British pronunciation, but thrush. And then the last one, it's the hawk. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna put here the British pronunciation for that, right? Let me put this and then listen to that. So please, 1, 2, 3.
Hawk.
Hawk. Okay, so that's the name of the last one. So, and under that, under the names, we have some descriptions here, right? Oh, sorry, let me go back. We have some descriptions, and then I'm gonna read it for you. So, the lettuce is food for the slug. So I mean, the slug eats the lettuce. The slug is food for the thrush. So the thrush eats the slug. And the thrush is food for the hawk. So the hawk eats the thrush, right? This little bird. Again, teacher, what is thrush? Yeah, it looks like a pigeon, right? But this is a small bird, okay? Let me see if I have a picture here for you. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a picture right now. Okay, let me get back here a little bit. Just 1 second. Let me see, where am I? Okay, so I'm gonna show you. I have a picture on my smartphone. Check it out then. This is the thrush, okay? Oh, sorry. Again. This is the animal. Thrush, okay? Looks like a small bird. And thrush is especially because there is this little black spots here in this part of the bird, okay? So we call that thrush. All right? So that's it. That is this thing aqui. So it's not really a pigeon. It's a little bit different. Não é exatamente uma pomba, né? Que a gente fala, é um tipo diferente. Esse thrush, ele indica por causa que ele tem esse monte de pontinho, né? Preto no peito. Então, essa é uma das descrições para esse nome thrush. Alright? So, moving on. Getting back there. And, yeah, and of course, yeah, food for, and then means food for, right? So this arrow, yeah, it means food for the other one, right? So this is the food chain. Essa é a cadeia alimentar. É assim que funciona. Um se alimenta do outro, né, para sobreviver. Eu acredito que isso não é, né, não é por questão de maldade que eu quero, não, mas é assim que funciona a cadeia alimentar, né? Muito bem. And going down a little, as you can see here, right? Food chains start. So follow me in this reading here. Food chains start with a green plant. Esse aqui é muito legal. A cadeia alimentar inicia com uma planta verde, né? Com uma planta, com vegetal, right? So follow me. Almost all food chains start with a green plant of some kind, like grass, lettuce, or seaweed. Yeah, so some kind of green plant. There are a very few that start with microorganisms that can use chemicals to make food. They live on the sea bed and are at the start of some ocean food chains. Again, so I'm gonna read this part here for you, okay? And follow, because now I'm gonna give you some definitions. I'm gonna give you some Portuguese words, okay? So, almost all. Essa palavra, almost all, this is a very important word, okay? Quase todas. Food chains start with a green plant. Começa com um tipo de vegetal, alguma coisa verde. Ele dá alguns examples, right? Grass, lettuce, yeah, lettuce, alface. Grass and seaweed. Eu deixo para vocês traduzirem. And then under, there are a very few that starts with. Tem poucas cadeias alimentares, okay, que iniciam, that start with microorganisms. Dá para ter uma noção, right? That can use, que podem usar chemicals to make food, ou seja, esses microorganismos, né, que vivem, né, a gente vai ver onde eles vivem, são os únicos, a cadeia alimentar deles não começa com um vegetal, eles se alimentam de outra coisa, right? And then that's it. They use chemicals to make food. Eles usam esse produto, chemicals, para make food, okay? And then we have the informations about the microorganism. So they live on, esses microorganisms, eles moram no seabed and are at the start of some ocean food chains. Eles estão no começo aí de algumas, né, cadeias alimentares do oceano, né, da água, desse mundo aquático, ok? Então, o que sobra para vocês? Seabed. O que é seabed? What is that? Give me that, ok? So, moving on. Going down here, okay? Wow, well, we have this big thing here. So, let it go. food chains use wonderful words. That's cool. That's cool. Cadeias alimentares usam palavras maravilhosas, right? So I'm gonna read for you here again. Just follow me. Remember these important parts of the food chain. Number 1, plants are the producers. Animals are the consumers. Again, plants are the producers, I mean they produce things, and animals are the consumers, I mean they consume things. Produces, you make it. Consume, you get it and you observe that, you put that in your body, okay? Então, os produtores e os consumidores, right? Number 1, plants are the producers. They produce, I mean they make their own food. Interesting, right? Animals, they get their food by consuming equals eating. That is the meaning of consuming, eating plants or other animals. So animals, they eat, they survive by eating, consuming another living things. Então, os animais, eles sobrevivem, né, através de se alimentarem de outros seres vivos. Alright? But teacher, plants are not living. Yes, of course it is, right? Plantas são seres vivos, of course, right? We know that. So, no problem. So, this is the explanation of this part. Moving on. And going down a little here, okay, just to make you to have this better view, right? Let me put my face a little bit here. Okay, so follow me. We have this in this food chain, nessa cadeia alimentar. The rose plant is the producer. The green fly and the blue tit and the hawk are all consumers. Again, the rose plant, yeah, because it's a plant, it's a green thing, is the producer. She produces something. I mean, she produces her own food. That's the point, right? And the green fly, the blue tit, and the hawk are the consumers. I mean, they consume another living things. So check it out. Rose. We have the first one here, right? The rose plant is the producer. I mean, she produces her own food. Number 1. Number 2, green fly. It's the consumer, okay? So the green fly probably eats the rose. The blue tit, this bird here, it's a consumer, yeah? So probably this eats the green fly. And the hawk eats the blue tit. Okay, so this is how it works, yeah? Like, so you get here? Did you understand what we get up to here about this producer and consumer? Do you understand what is that? So let me get back here to you very quickly. So basically in this first page, basicamente nessa primeira página, o que nós precisamos entender é que nós temos dois tipos aqui, producer and the consumer, o produtor e o consumidor. What is the definition of the producer? The living things that are labeled, yeah, that are categorized as producer, que são categorizados como produtores, they produce their own food by, I don't know, by using chemicals or whatever they have in their body, right? But they produce their own food. So eles produzem, eles fazem a própria food. The consumers, they can't make their own food. I mean, they have to eat something from the outside, like another living thing, outro ser vivo. So that is the difference between producer and consumer. You get it? I hope yes, right? Espero que sim. Então, check it out, that pay attention on, okay? And of course, we are going to move on to the next part, right? So that is the end of this first page. I mean, of this section 3, right? Animals including humans. And let's go to the next one. Okay, so let's go to the next part. Okay, so food chains continuation, right? So in this part here, we are going to move on. Nós vamos continuar o nosso estudo sobre food chains e tudo mais, right? So follow me. Animals which eat another animals are called. Wow, that is a good one. I'm gonna play that for you. Okay, so you can make a very good pronunciation for that. Okay, remember that normally, yeah, teacher, I use the British, right? Very good. So listen to that and follow me. So animals which eat other animals are called predators. Okay, predators, right? So animals which, animais no qual, animais, né, os quais. Each other animals que, né, se alimentam de outros animais are called, são chamados de predators. So, the first one. The animals that the predators kill and eat are called their prey. Okay, so again, sorry, not prey actually. Let me put this pronunciation here better, right?
Prey.
Oh yeah, prey. It's just a little bit different, but that's it. So again, the animals that the predators kill and eat are called their prey. Like we have the picture here, right? On my side. So this is the prey, is the smaller, the weaker animal, and this is the predator. So this is the one that is gonna eat, and this is the one that is gonna be eaten, right? Like that. So the prey is the food, basically, to make it simple, okay? And this is how nature works, right? I mean, for example, for us, and we are human beings, right? And we are rational living, supposedly. And we have prey as well, right? I mean, basically all animals are our prey, right? Todos os animais basicamente são o nosso alimento aí, né? Ok? So, predator, a gente pode traduzir predator como predador, né? Ok? E a palavra prey, você sabe como que traduz em inglês? Eu vou colocar aqui para vocês rapidamente, tá bom? A gente pode colocar prey, a gente pode colocar essa palavra como, deixa eu colocar aqui rapidinho para vocês, como a presa. Prey, presa. Predator, predador. Alright? So, of course, as the picture shows. And then let's go down a little bit, just to have a better understanding about that. Okay, so, and we have some examples of predators and prey, okay? And pay attention on that because I'm gonna ask you, okay? I'm gonna ask you to give some examples for me about this one, okay? So check it out that. Predators and prey. So we have a hawk, seal, and cod, okay? You don't know what is that animal? Check it out. So prey, we have thrush, blue-tit, rabbit, crab, octopus, penguin, herring, mackerel, haddock, okay? Haddock. So these are some animals that are prey, and we have some animals that are the predators here, okay? So one homework for you. I'm gonna ask you one homework for you, okay? And I'm gonna write it right now here in this part. So please make for me, okay, make for me like 2 examples of predator and prey, okay? So this is homework. Make for me, make a list, right? Give me 2 examples of a predator and prey. So for example, we have here 3, hawk, seal, cod, so you have to add 2 more, okay? You can Google, you can search for examples, but just give me the name and of the animal and what are their prey, okay? You can of course, I recommend you to make the Google search in English, okay? Because the answer comes easily, and also you learn how to look for that, okay? So write down for me on your notebook, okay, on your paper, this, and send me that. This is one homework, all right? So moving on, going down here a little, and after that, we have this part here. Can you see that? If one part of the food chain changes, it all changes. It makes sense, right? If one part, se uma parte dessa cadeia alimentar muda, tudo muda, porque se quebra uma conexão ali nessa cadeia, nessa corrente ali, né? Se quebra ou seja, quebra toda a connection, right? So, let's see. Change one part of the food chain and the rest of the chain will be altered. This word altered quer dizer de alterado, okay? So, let's see some examples here, right? Example, changing the number of rabbits. Do you understand that? Changing the number of rabbits. What is that? So let's check it out here. Let's read that part here slowly. Let's pay attention on that because this is really interesting. I'm gonna make, just for a while, okay, my face to disappear just to make it easier for you to analyze that. So let's go. Number 1, we have this information here. In 1953, large numbers of rabbits were destroyed by a disease introduced into the environment by man. Again, in 1953, large number of rabbits were destroyed by a disease introduced into the environment by man. So we have three green words here: rabbits, destroyed, and disease. Então eu já vou dar aqui para vocês né, a palavra, ok? Rabbits, coelhos. Destroyed, destruídos. E disease, por doenças, ok? Então talvez dá para entender o restante, né? Into the environment by man. Se você não entendeu, né, traduz isso aqui. Eu vou pedir todas essas frases, eu quero que sejam traduzidas para o português para mim, tá bom? Mas eu vou fazer algumas explanations para ajudar, tá bom? Então, prestem bastante atenção. Então, so this was a situation. This is something that happened, okay? Number 2. Very soon, right? The word soon, the countryside began to change. Wow. More plant life survived. Fewer rabbits eating the plants. So more deer survived because there was more vegetation, vegetation to eat. So you see, we had more animals. I mean, the number of animals increased because of that something, decreased. Yeah, so again, let's analyze the green words here, right? So plant life survived. Let's go. So when we say that more plant life survived, ou seja, a vida das plantas, né, ou seja, mais plantas sobreviveram, né? Aumentou o número aí. Why? Because fewer rabbits eating the plants. Ok? Porque tinham fewer. Essa palavra fewer, ela significa um número menor, menos rabbits eating the plants. That's why, por esse motivo, more plants survived. Ok? And so more deer survived. Again, deer is an animal. You're gonna circle here in the picture. Check it out the picture. Okay, this is a deer. Okay, so more deer survived. Because there was more vegetation to eat, because there were there were fewer rabbits. Okay, so do you understand that? Vocês estão conseguindo entender o raciocínio do teacher? Eu tô na número 2 ainda, hein? Então, vamos lá, me acompanha. Número 3. However, the number of foxes and hawks fell because there were fewer rabbits to eat. Again, however, the number of foxes and hawks fell. Pronunciation, fell. Remember that fell, this is the past of fall, okay? Just for you to know. Teacher, what is this word? It's the past of fall, okay? If you don't know what is the past of fall, Google that, okay? Check it out, go to the dictionary, analyze that, because this is something that you have to know, okay? So fell is the past of fall. So the number, right? The number of foxes and hogs fell because there were fewer rabbits to eat. So o que aconteceu aqui, né? Tenta explicar para mim, okay? And number 4, the last one here, is smaller animals such as mice and voles decreased in number because predators ate them instead of rabbits. Again, smaller animals such as mice and voles decreased in number because predators ate them instead of rabbits. Okay, so do you understand? Você entendeu o que o teacher leu até aqui? Deixa eu voltar aqui para vocês. Vocês estão entendendo o que aconteceu aqui? Né? Então a gente fez, aqui houve uma descrição total desse changing the number of rabbits and its effect, right, on this, what is the name of that chain, right, on the food chain, right? So all the system, because we had these problems with the rabbits, all the food chain system changed, and there is the explanation here how it changed, ok? Então, por causa dessa diminuição no número de rabbits, ok? Houve essa mudança no nosso food chain, né? E essa mudança, lógico, né? Foi uma mudança grande, tanto que todo o sistema alterou. E a explicação está escrito aqui. Então, o que eu quero que vocês façam nessa parte aqui? Leiam com cuidado e escrevam para o teacher a tradução, né? Não precisa ser uma tradução exata, mas algo que eu bato o olho, né? Que eu vou olhar o inglês, eu vou olhar o que você mandou para mim em português e falo, não, ela entendeu tudo que ocorreu ali, tá bom? Explique o que houve, quais foram as mudanças que aconteceu aí nessa cadeia alimentar. Alright? This is homework for you guys. But let's go on. And we have this word here, voles. We have mice and voles. Do you know what is that? Let me get back here to you very quickly. Okay, so let's go on. What is the difference between a mice and voles? Or remember, right? Mice is the plural form of mouse, right? Então, mice é a forma plural, né? É o jeito que a gente fala mouse, o ratinho, né? No plural, tá bom? Então, mouse, mice. Mouse está no singular, mice está no plural. E voles é uma outra espécie, né? Uma outra espécie aí de ratinho. Mas vamos dar uma olhadinha. Então, vou fazer um share com vocês aqui agora. And let's check it out. Okay, so vole and mouse. So analyzing the picture, right? Oh, sorry. Give me just a second. Okay, so analyzing the picture here, we have a vole, in this side we have a mouse. Analisando a figura, dá para ver que tem uma pequena diferença, né? Não é igual, não é exatamente igual, né? A vole and a mouse. We can see like maybe the ear, right? We can analyze the ear is a little bit different. The mouse, it looks like the ear is a little bit bigger, yeah? É um pouquinho maior, né? Então, mas temos uma diferença. Agora vamos para o text. Vamos analisar o texto em si. Ok, so eu vou ler e vou, né, passando algumas informações e ver se vocês conseguem entender. Então, what are mice and voles? So, mice and voles are a natural part of the animal life that gardens support. Então, normalmente eles fazem parte da vida natural de jardins, né? There are 4 species that are often found in British gardens and sometimes feed on plants. In most cases, this is minor and these animals can be considered as part of the biodiversity gardens support actually. So these are the wood mouse, Apodemus sylvestris. This is the technical name, right? The short-tailed vole, Microtus agrestis, and the bank vole, Myotis glareolus. These are the scientific name, okay? Só para você saber, são os nomes científicos dessas 4 espécies, né? The yellow-necked field mouse, the scientific name is Apodemus flavicollis, mainly occurs in the southern England and Wales. These mainly nocturnal, which means they are found more at night. A gente consegue encontrá-los mais à noite. And small rodents are active all year round. Most of the time, the population levels are relatively low and little plant damage is noticed, but mice and voles can reproduce rapidly under good conditions, leading to population explosions and damage to plants. Ok, então eles são parte da vida natural ali, né? Principalmente de jardins. Aqui ele deu o exemplo dos jardins lá na Inglaterra, lá na Britânia, ok? Então ele deu o nome aqui científico de 4, né? De 4 espécies que a gente tem. A gente viu que tem alguns mais noturnos ali, né? E normalmente eles não causam muito estrago. Normalmente não é tão big problem. Mas eles se reproduzem muito rápido, né? A gente consegue ver aqui, né? They can reproduce rapidly, né? A reprodução deles é bem rápida. Então, em boas condições, leading to population explosions and damage to plants. E aumenta muito e aí pode começar a causar problemas. Mas vamos lá. Eu quero ler com vocês aqui uma análise, né, rapidinho aqui, essa parte, que tem uma pequena descrição. Só essa parte aqui, ó, só isso aqui que eu vou ler com vocês, ó. Isso aqui que é a definição, que é isso que importa, né? Então, vamos lá, me siga. Mice, que é um plural of mice, right? Mice differ from voles, que é um dos nomes, né, dados ali, in having tails that are longer than their bodies. The head of a vole, when viewed from the side, has a rounded appearance, whereas a mouse's head is extended forwards. Both mice and voles can feed on a wide range of plants. Ok? Eu acho que isso é o que importa. Então vamos lá. Eu vou traduzir isso aqui para vocês, é para vocês terem uma noção. Então, e já preste atenção, né, para entender o vocabulário, tá bom? Deixa eu só chegar um pouquinho mais perto aqui. Let me see. Yeah, that's a good one. Ok? Então, vamos lá. os mouses, né, os ratos, né, esses ratinhos, essa espécie, eles diferem dos voles, essa outra espécie de rato, né? Como? Porque a cauda deles, né, o tails, that are longer than, são mais longas do que their bodies, o corpo. The head, a cabeça dos voles, dessa espécie de ratinho, né? Quando vista from the side, quando vista de lado, ok? Has a rounded appearance. Tem essa aparência de rounded, de redonda. Tipo, aqui o espaço onde a cabeça do teacher tá, né? Então é mais redondo. Enquanto, whereas, né? Onde que, né? No caso que, essa é uma forma. Whereas, que a gente usa em inglês, é uma palavra bem interessante, que é tipo assim, quando você quer dar um contraste. Enquanto que, né? Quando que, né? Apesar que o where é de local, então fica bem escrito a tradução, mas, tipo assim, se um é desse jeito, enquanto o outro, que o mouse's head, que é a cabeça do nosso ratinho tradicional, is extended forwards, ela é mais estendida para frente, né? Ela é mais longa, digamos assim, né? E both, ambos, essa palavra both significa, né? Ambos, mice and voles can feed, eles podem se alimentar, né? On a wide range, em uma grande variedade de plants. Okay? So, basically, these are the information that I want to give you. Essas são as informações que eu gostaria de dar para vocês, né, sobre esse voles and mice. No problem? So, let's get back to me here. Okay? So, basically, these are the information that I want you to pay attention today. Okay? Basically, that is the point. And now, of course, I'm gonna go to the final reading. Agora eu vou para aquela nossa última leitura de sempre, né? Sempre tem uma informação importante. E hoje eu vou deixar ela inteira para vocês traduzirem, tá bom? Eu quero que vocês ouçam o teacher lendo, pratiquem a forma de conversar, né? Ouçam o teacher, tenta repetir junto, mas eu quero essa frase traduzida, tá bom? Então, vamos lá. O tema aqui vai ser Who is eating who? Eu vou colocar lá, então. Muito bem, eu vou ficar aqui em cima, né? E aí eu quero que vocês me acompanhem aqui, tá bom? Nessa parte aqui, ó. Deixa eu só ajustar aqui. Então vamos lá. Who is eating who? Quem está se alimentando de quem, né? Who, quem, eating, se alimentar, de comer, né? Vamos lá, então. Eu vou ler em inglês, tá bom? Então, food chains, que eu já expliquei o que era em português. Food chains are all about what eats what. Thinking of the plants as producers and the animals as consumers might seem a bit odd to begin with. But if you remember that plants are the only ones who produce their own food, you will get it sorted no trouble at all. And don't forget that all the animals are consumers, all of them. Even the ones that get eaten by other things, even the ones that are the prey, okay? Even the ones that are eaten by another animals, they are consumers as well. And because they don't produce their own food, that's the reason why they are consumers, because they can't produce their own food. And remember that the arrow, that arrow in a food chain doesn't mean eats. It means is food for, okay? So that's the difference. The arrow that indicates to the next one, it doesn't mean that it eats, but it means that it's food for, okay? So, for example, we had the lettuce, and I think we had the slug, right? So the arrow goes for this one. So it means that the lettuce is food for the slug, okay? So that's the point, okay? Not the lettuce eat the slug, right? That is the opposite. You get it? I hope you have got it. Eu vou dar uma colher de chá para vocês. Eu vou dar uma frase para vocês que eu vou ajudar aqui, tá bom? Isso é de bondade do teacher, hein? Might seem a bit odd to begin with. Então, essa daqui eu vou ajudar vocês. Então, vamos lá. As producers, começando daqui. And the animals as consumers might seem a bit, pode ser que seja um pouquinho estranho, odd, seja um pouquinho, né, estranho. To begin with, seja um pouquinho estranho para iniciar, ou seja, analisar eles dessa maneira, seja um pouco estranho para iniciar, seja um pouco, né, meio aí esquisito para a gente começar, né, para a gente iniciar a nossa compreensão. So that's the point, okay? So guys, this thing, who is eating who, this of course is homework, give that to me in Portuguese, alright? So that's it for today, guys, okay? Let me get back to you. As always, thank you very much for being here with me. Muito obrigado por sempre estar acompanhando, né? Foquem bem, hoje teve muito conteúdo, teve muita coisa legal, um monte de palavras novas, então anotem, né? Façam memo aí, como a gente fala, né, em japonês, tá bom? Foco, né? Porque cada vez, quanto a gente aprende muito, a gente pega muita informação ainda, nosso inglês fica bom. Então, thanks a lot. See you next time and have a good day. Bye bye, guys. See ya!